Greetings from 925INDER. Hunt number 17. Well, actually, the finds are combined from hunt number 16 and number 17. Yes, yeah, I didn't really find much from hunt number 16 other than a little piece of silver. So I didn't really post separate finds video. So I went to this. Some of the stuff I found at the backyard. I called it backyard park. I think there was about $3.50 in change over there, and a bunch of relatively modern pennies. And I spent about 3 hours there. It's not a bad park. It's a fairly old park from early 20th century, and there was a farmland there before, so there could be something else there. It's fairly large, so I might get back there. No, I went to the new park. I will call this park a Charlie Park. I went there today, and the reason I'll call it Charlie because I found this dog tag. I'm not gonna show the reverse because it shows the address that's very close to the park, but the name of the dog was Charlie. So let's start with some junky stuff, or rusty gold, or whatever the surface finds. Couple of unusual things. This large chunk of metal. My initial thought was that this is of a bicycle, but I could be wrong. That's my initial thought, but it looks almost like it was wrought iron in a way that it's uneven. It's who knows? If anybody has any idea, please let me know, or some kind of large key from the early industrial age, or some farm machinery, whatever. This was both of these things were found at the backyard park. That's, who knows what that is, big rusty thing. Another thing that I found there was this large heavy chunk of, this was folded up, this is most likely lead. Correct me if I'm wrong again, but I think the only metal that bends so easily is lead. Alright, so yeah, you can see how this bends. So that was pretty much it for iron and that over there. At the other park, got this ring, a junk ring that probably had something stuck to it, and it already rusted. It had another little piece to it, but it just broke off. A little tiny car. Don't know where it's from. What does it say? Oh, it's made in China. Oh, there it is. Made in China. That actually must have some. It is metal because that was underground. This thing, I was gonna call the park Roots Park because I found a lot in the roots. And this thing, you can see how I scratched this thing up. Good thing it wasn't a coin, but this was stuck between the roots, and it took me good amount of time to dig it out. Gave a pretty decent signal. Other than that, this was sitting in the dirt just like that, just the shiny part sticking out. So my initial reaction was, well, nice small kitty ring. But then obviously it wasn't. The screw was fairly couple inches down and not rusted. It looks like this is like either stainless steel or some kind of other metal that doesn't rust. But anyway, this little thing, I really don't have no idea what that was. I thought initially this was a piece of a lighter. Could be. I don't know. Anybody knows, let me know. Alright, so to the coins we go. So this was definitely, I called it Park Charlie, but I could have called it Georgie because there was 6 Georgies there. This, I shot the video in the field, but I think my phone ran out of memory, so it just ended abruptly. What's interesting, this is a 1940, and it took me a really long time to find out. This is actually a better side of it. This is after, you know, fairly good cleaning. And the other side, I don't know, I think it might have been sitting very close to copper because before cleaning this was green, then it became a little bit more red, but at least I'm able to read the date. I might clean it up a little more one day, but all I wanted is to get a date out of this. So it is 1940. Okay, so once again by a tree. All right. So that's a nice silver. So I got 4 Georgie 1 cent pieces, 2 44s and 2 43s, 1947 Canadian 5 cents Canadian nickel, just fairly decent condition. So another early Elizabeth, 1957, and not the greatest condition, 1967, 100th anniversary Canadian penny. Kind of like those. I like the design on those coins. A couple US Wheaties, 45 and 35. Not a very good condition. Alright. This one, the date is harder to read on this one. Alright, so a little bit of clad, not really much. This usually the dollars come out pretty dark. This one looks almost like a gold coin for some strange reason. Another thing is those toonies. This one must have not been dropped very long time ago. This one must have been sitting a little bit longer in the ground. I get a lot of these where they're okay on the outside, but the middle one is so corroded. So a couple dimes, quarter, a few American pennies, and mostly pennies, copper pennies. So I think I'm gonna have a couple more hands over there at the Charlie Park next, and also the backyard park, just to get to know them a little bit better. And but in the meantime, I think an Easter trip up to Georgian Bay is in order. I might actually not hit the beaches, and but I might detect real close to it, do more like parks around the beaches. Well, we'll see. So that's I'm gonna post a video from that after the weekend, depending on the conditions. Might be raining or whatnot, we'll see. I'll try to get out at least once though. All right, thank you for watching, and have a good day. Thanks, bye.